Yo, what's good, boys? We got a build video today. It's an absolute monster of a base. It's for a medium to large group. It has wide gaps, open core, a bunch of respawns, as well as 4 externals, and up to 24 turrets. So without further ado, let's get right into the tour. So we're going to start off at one of our 4 external TCs. We come over here, take the window off. That upkeep's not bad. You could definitely keep up to a week's worth of upkeep in there. It's connected through a mini Satori disconnectable TC design. We come through here into the gatehouse. We have nice peaks inside the compound as well as out, and some drop boxes for storage if you want to quick depot your loot. Come through here, and you come to the left, which brings you to one of our 2 compound bedrooms. In here we have 2 beds, a locker, as well as some drop box storage. We also have peaks outside the compound and inside that are guarded by windows, so you can't get shot through them when you're trying to respawn. Come through here. I made a little shell over here so you guys can put an oil refiner or whatever in front of the entrance. Come through here. It's a direct shoot straight up to the shooting floor. You can take that ladder hatch up if you want to quick depot some rockets if you just got them out of the compound. Come down here. We go into our main shell. As you can see, it's guarded by 4 turrets in each one of the corners. It's got nice inner peaks with siren lights so that people can't ladder up. And I've integrated the chutes into the inner peaks as well in case you want to quick grab a kit and run it back up to the inner peaks. Come down here, we take a walk around our shell, which brings us to our front door into the 3x3 starter core. I put some beds as well as drop boxes so that you could put some kits in there. You got a bunch of storage as well as our TC room, as well as some storage underneath the jump up. Guys, don't be intimidated by this upkeep. It is not realistic. I have everything in this entire base upgraded, as well as every double door armored. We have a little mixing table room on the 2nd floor. Come up here, we got our bedrooms with some vending machines. You can set them up however you want, but those are usually the way that I set them up. We got our battery room as well as 2 more bedrooms in our inner peak floor. We go out through one of the 3 doors. Our inner peaks, they're pretty standard, but they work well. Again, the siren lights so that you don't fall down. There's our drop down peaks with the ladder hatch. Come up here. This chute brings us up to our open core. We got some beds right there if you want to put them there for some respawns. Got boxes right there. Make this jump into the open core. Up here we have 4 peak downs that are accessible through the roof. And as you can see, storage is definitely not a problem for your group and the wipe. You come through here, we got some more beds. This chute leads us up to our shooting floor. Come through these doors. We have a turret in all 4 sides of the shooting floor. Some really nice wide gaps to see outside of your compound, as well as breaches. As you can see, I'm showcasing them right here. We got a drop down right there. We got some low walls, and as you can see, we have our ladder hatch as we showed previously. Make the jump up here. Again, we have some really nice angles that you guys could utilize during a raid. We come up here. We got our turret right there. We make this jump up here. We have some nice ankle biter peaks. This garage door right here lets us access our roof. Come up here. It's got 4 windmills guarded by 4 turrets. Over here, you guys can see our peak downs through these 2 garage doors. We have 2 other ones on the other side as well. We have some nice peak downs as well as 2 secret box storages that you guys could keep meds or ammo in there, whatever you need. Up here, we have our respawn deck. Close up the garage doors and we come through here. We're greeted by an airlock. We open up this door. We have 4 vending machines. We have 2 there, 2 on the other side. We also have some windows with embrasures on them to peek out onto the roof. We have a bunch of space depending on how many beds you need or how deep your team is, as well as a lot of space for storage if you want to depot your loot after a raid, or even if you want to hide some loot in there overnight. That's it for the tour, guys, so let's get into the build. To start off the first floor, it's pretty simple. It's just a 3x3 layout. Once you're done with that, you're going to come over here and place your entrance, which is your frame. You're going to go ahead and wall in the entire thing, and once you're done with that, you're going to come over to the corner right here. And this is where you're going to place your TC. You're going to want to wall that in, as well as put a top on it and a frame. Directly across from that, you're going to want to start building your jump up to the next floor. Go ahead and throw a frame on there. You just go ahead and build it up a little bit so that you have roof access early. From here, you're just going to want to cover the entire thing in with floors. You're going to want to place a wall there as well as there. And right here, we're going to build our half-height jump ups for our loot rooms. We're going to do it on both sides. Something I like to do is I like to add ramps here. We're going to throw 2 ramps there, 2 ramps there. We're also going to put a ramp underneath our jump up for some extra storage. We're going to throw a triangle in our TC room. From here, we're just going to place frames wherever we want. Again, you guys could do however many frames you want. But But with that, guys, we finish up the construction of our first floor. Once you guys went ahead and finished up the first floor, this is something that it should look like when it's fully outfitted. We got a lot of storage in here, got our storage under the jump up, as well as 2 storage spaces, and our beds and some drop boxes for some kits. Next up, guys, we're going to start building our externals. I like to get them down early, so we're going to go ahead and lay out the foundation for our shell. We're going to take squares all the way around the base, pretty simple. And you're going to want to finish up right where you started. You're going to locate the front door. I'm going to turn on symmetry for this so that it goes a little bit quicker, but for you guys, you're going to do this on each one of the sides. You're going to place 4 squares going out as well as a triangle. You're going to delete the 4 squares. You're going to build back 4 triangles and 1 square. Delete the triangles, build 1 square, build 4 triangles, 1 more square, and then our triangle foundation for our TC. We're going to throw on 2 half walls as well as a wall to the left and a triangle on top. We're going to grab our TC, throw it in the corner, and we're going to cover it up with a window frame. Again, I was using symmetry, but you guys are going to want to do this on all sides. Now, this is very important. You're going to locate your front door. I'm going to do 2-sided symmetry, but right in front of your front door, you're going to want to place a frame. As you can see, I did it on both sides. Those 2 you don't want to do a frame, so it's only these 2 sides. We're going to grab a triangle frame, square frame connected to the TC, and then we're going to place some triangle frames to connect it. As for the other 2 sides, these are going to be our compound bedrooms, so we're going to want to place a wall there. As you can see, it's different from the frame. But just as the same, we're going to connect it with some frames, just like that. Once you guys finish that up, this is something that it should look like. Next up, we actually have to start making the footprint for our shooting floor, because we have to do that before we start placing gatehouses. We're going to go ahead and place a square on the left and right, as well as place squares in the corner. Again, I'm using symmetry for this, so you guys have to do this on all sides. Next up, we're going to place a square to the left and the right. Pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and grab some triangle foundations and place them just like that. Delete those 2 squares, and you guys have your entire footprint for your shooting floor. I know you guys are going to want to get an early compound down for some large furnaces, so we're going to do just that. We're going to position ourselves right where the frame is. We're going to place 2 triangle foundations as well as some window frames. We're going to place a door frame right there. We're going to go ahead and throw some half walls on top of that door frame and 3 in the back, just like that. We're going to grab some triangles and start constructing our turret pods. We're going to cover them in with some half walls. We're going to throw a top on there, and then we're going to throw a triangle there so we can put our drop box storage. As you can see, I did it on both sides. We're going to make our way over to the 2 other gatehouses. They're pretty much the same. We're just going to throw down 2 triangle foundations as well as some window frames. Throw down a door frame. We're going to go ahead and place a half wall on top of that door frame as well as 3 in the back. We're going to go ahead and make our turret pods, throw some half walls on there. We're going to put a top on there and throw a triangle so that we have our drop box storage for our bedrooms. This is what it should look like when all 4 gatehouses are done. From here, we're going to get straight into the compound. You're going to want to grab yourself some high walls. We're going to come over here and position ourselves right next to the gatehouse. When you place these walls, you're going to want them to bend out a little bit, just like that, so there's a little bit of a bend. We're going to come over to the next gatehouse and do exactly that. We're going to place them so that there's a little bit of a bend. As you can see, the angle. The next 2 are pretty easy. We're just going to bend them in a little bit, just like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're basically just going to make it so that we can place our 5th high wall perfect, just like that. So again, I'm going to show you guys on the other side. We're going to come over to the gatehouse. We're going to grab our high wall, and we're going to place it so that there's an angle facing out. We're going to come over to the other gatehouse. Again, grab the high wall. We're going to place it at an angle, just like that. Now these next walls, we're just going to set it up so that our last wall will fit perfectly. So we're going to bend them in a little bit, making enough space for the last one. And just like that, it fits perfectly. So this is what it should look like when the entire compound is done. Once we're done with that, we have one more step to securing the compound. We're going to go ahead and throw on some symmetry, so you guys have to do this on each one of the gatehouses. We're going to put some twig down in these spots. Throw a square one right there. We're going to grab our barricades. We're going to place them just like that. Do the same on the other side. And then we're going to walk on our square twig and place our barricade up to the edge, just like that. You can go ahead and take away your twig, and once you do that on all 4 gatehouses, your compound is secure. This is something your compound might look like when it's fully done. You come in here, we have our bedrooms, we got our windows and our embrasures, we got our drop boxes. Come over to the gatehouse, we have some 2 small boxes that we could jump on so we can crouch shoot. Got our drop boxes. Come out here and we have our spots for our 12 furnaces. Once you guys got your early compound down, we're going to go ahead and work on the second floor. So we're going to wall in the entire second floor. We're going to go across from our garage door and we're going to make our jump up to the 3rd floor. We're going to go ahead and cover in the entire thing. From here, we're going to grab some walls and just separate our rooms. We're going to throw some frames down. Again, you guys can use these rooms for whatever. If you need it for extra storage, you can use it for that. I personally like having it for mixing tables. We're going to come up to this jump up, place our walls and our top and a frame. It's pretty simple, guys. That's the entire construction of the second floor. Once you guys are done with your second floor, this is something that it should look like when it's fully outfitted. Nothing too crazy. We just got room for 12 mixing tables. If we come through here, this is something that it should look like from the outside of the compound. We're going to want to start work on our 3rd floor. This is the bedroom floor. Similar to the second floor, but we're going to throw 2 door frames in there. The rest we're going to cover in with walls. We're going to go ahead and make our jump up to our next floor as always. We're going to throw a frame in there and we're going to cover in the top. We're going to throw some frames down. And as always, we're going to make our sections off to the separate rooms. We're going to come up here, build our jump up, throw a top on there and a frame. And with that last step, you guys are done constructing the bedroom floor. As always, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's fully outfitted with beds and lockers. I like to set up my bedrooms like this. We got our vending machines as well. Got our lockers, 2 small boxes and a campfire. Pretty simple, but you guys can make it however you want. Alright guys, next up we have our inner peak floor. We're going to go ahead and wall in a little room for our batteries right there. We're going to build 3 frames just as I did right here. We're going to make 2 rooms right there for bedrooms. We're going to throw in some frames there and there. We're going to cover in the entire floor. Once that is done, we're pretty much done with this floor. However, we have to drop down and start making our shell. Something very important, guys, you want to position yourself in front of this garage door and throw a frame down. You're going to want to do the same thing on the other side as well. Throw our frame down. From here, it's pretty simple. We're just going to wall in the rest of our shell. We're going to go all the way around with the walls. Once we finish this, I'm going to throw on symmetry. But for you guys, you're just going to want to make the walls go 4 high. You're going to want to make them go all around the shell. So we're going to do that right here. 3. And we're going to finish off the 4th row. We're going to want to drop down to our corner. We're going to throw 2 wall frames right there, as well as walls on top. We're going to put a window to the left, a half wall to the right, and our frame. We're going to break that half wall and throw a window in there once we have our frame down. We're going to go ahead and grab our ladder hatch and throw it down right there. From here, we're going to grab 2 floor triangles and place them to the left and right. And then we're going to throw a square in the middle. You guys are going to want to do this on all sides. From here, we're going to build our jump up to the next floor. We're going to do that on all the corners. However, we're going to turn off symmetry for this, and I want you guys to pay attention. We go right to the garage door. We walk straight out, and we make a left. And we're going to build this jump up just like this. So wall middle, left, and right. We're going to throw a half wall so that we can have a floor on top. Just like that. We're going to walk directly across, again positioning ourselves right there. Throw 3 walls, a half wall, and a floor to jump on, and a wall frame. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and go to the other side as well. So again, just as you position those, we're going to position these. So we're going to drop down, walk to the left, place 3 walls. We're going to throw a half wall there, and a floor, and a frame. We're going to walk to the other side. We're going to throw 3 walls down, a half wall, floor, and a frame. It should look something like this, guys. Our next step is really simple. We're going to go ahead and just cover in the entire inner peaks with floors. We're going to do floors right there, floors there as well, and we're just going to cover in the entire inner peaks. Once we're done with that, guys, your inner peaks and shell are done. Just to show you guys how I would set this up, I have my battery room in front of me, 4 batteries in there. We have our 3 entrances into the inner peaks as well as our bedrooms. I throw some siren lights there. Those are crucial so that people can't ladder into your inner peaks and you can't fall down. Right here we have our ladder hatch. Throw our ladders right there. We have our turrets. Put some garage doors there so that way if they get into your shell, they don't have access to the entire thing. Come back up here. And we come up our chute to the next floor. From the top view, this is what your chutes should look like. Next up, we're going to start building our open core. So first step, we're going to wall in the entire floor, just like that. Now we're going to throw in some walls to actually honeycomb our boxes. A lot of open cores only have 1 wall to open core. I moved it in 1 so that it has extra protection. We're going to throw some half walls down the middle. We're going to put some half walls right there as well. Throw some floors on top of there. We're going to grab our ramps. We're going to go ahead and throw them in right there. We're going to do the same on the other side. I like to throw boxes in there just for drop box or whatever you guys need. You can use it for extra storage as well. We're going to go ahead and grab some walls. There are 2 walls right there. 2 walls right there as well. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, 2 walls high. We're going to grab some half walls. Put them on top of the back of the open core. From here, we're going to grab some wall frames and put a wall on top just like that. Again, repeating that on the other side. So throw a door frame right there. Put a wall on top. We're going to go ahead and start covering in our open core. So we're going to throw some floors there. Put some floors right there as well. The reason that it's raised up 1 layer is so that we have room for our turrets and our peak downs. I'm going to throw on symmetry for you guys to show you the box placement. So you're going to position yourself in the middle, throw a box right there, and then you're going to go ahead and just place them to the left and right. Once you're done placing the boxes on the floor, you're going to go ahead and grab a square, throw it right there, and place a floor triangle through the wall. You're going to delete the square and then place a triangle off of that so that you can make your shelf. You're going to go back and you can delete that triangle. From here, it's kind of similar box placement. You're going to line it up in the middle. And then from here, you're just going to go left and right with the box placement. It's pretty simple. Next, we're going to go ahead and place our last shelf. So we're going to throw 3 triangles right there, 2 triangles connecting them all. And just like the other 2 rows, we're going to position our box in the middle. And then we're going to expand the boxes left and right. From here, we're going to grab some door frames and cover in the open core. After this, we're going to go ahead and hop up here. We're going to make our turret pods, so it's going to be a half wall in the middle as well as on the left and right. We're going to cover it in with a floor. So this next step is super important. We have to put our wall frame first before we put our ramp. If you place the ramp first, it won't let you place your door frame, so you won't be able to have garage doors. So once we get our door frames in there, then we're going to want to go ahead and place our ramps. From here, we're going to drop down. And we're going to grab floors and we're going to cover in this whole honeycombed part. We're going to go ahead and repeat this on all 4 sides until the entirety of that floor is covered in. Once we're done with that, we're going to start our jump ups to the next floor, which would be our shooting floor. We're going to go ahead and place our frame right there. The other side, we're going to repeat that step. So 3 walls, a floor on top, and a wall frame. We're going to do the same thing on this side, so you want to face your frame in towards each other, just like the floor before. And finally, 3 walls, throw a top on there, and then throw in a frame. From here, we're going to want to cover in the backs of our peak downs. We're going to throw a wall down right there, there, and there. we're going to place floors behind our peaks, and these are going to hold the boxes that I showed in the tour, just like that. We're going to cover them in, so we're going to have that little half space beyond those peaks. Again, you could throw boxes down there, you can throw whatever you want in there. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side as well. So we're going to throw a half wall down, throw a floor. We're going to cover in the back walls. We're going to place our floor there as well. Once we're done with that, we're going to grab some floors. We're going to cover that space all in. We're going to cover the space to the left in as well. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. From here, we're going to throw down our wall frame with 2 walls left and right. This is going to be our entrance into our shooting floor. So again, on the other side, a wall frame and 2 walls. And with that, our open core is complete. Once you're done outfitting your open core, this is something that it should look like. We got some beds right there. We have turrets on top as well. I went ahead and HQM'd the entire open core. We got our workbench. We got some more beds. Up here we got the shooting floor entrance. And that's about it. Next up, we have our shooting floor. We're going to go ahead and position ourselves in front of this garage door, throw a frame down, and 2 walls left and right. So this next wall is really important. It has to be hard side facing you. On the left side, we're going to start construction on our accessibility port. So again, we're going to do this on the other side as well. Throw a frame down in front of the garage door, walls to the left and right, just like that. Again, this wall has to be hard side towards you, and the left side is the beginning of our accessibility port. We're going to go ahead and throw some floors on top. We're going to come on the other side and do the exact same thing. I like to throw oil refineries in there, whatever. It's just an airlock so that it's not one door to your shell. You're going to come on the other 2 sides. We're going to throw some wall frames down all the way across, just like that. We're going to make our accessibility port again on the left, just like that. And just as you did on the left side, we're going to repeat the exact same steps. We're going to throw some wall frames down. And on the right, we're going to build our accessibility port. We're going to build our frames 5 frames high. So we're going to go 2 rows, 3 rows. That's our 4th row. And that's our 5th row. We're going to do that on this side as well, except we're going to build off of our wall. So since there's already a wall on the bottom, it's going to be 4 frames up. And we're going to even the level on all sides. From here, I'm going to go ahead and throw symmetry on because it's going to be the same on all 4 sides. If you guys are just going to want to repeat this step 4 times, we're going to build up walls from our accessibility port all the way up to the top of our shooting floor. We're going to throw windows down right here and here. We're going to put some half walls there and there, and we're going to connect them through a floor frame. We're going to throw in our ladder hatch right there. As you can see, it's the same on all the sides. Right and left, we're going to throw down our low walls. And on top of these windows, we're going to do a half wall and 2 more windows, just like that. Right here, we're going to want to place our floor connecting to the base. Next floor connecting to the frame, base, frame, and base. So we have staggering peaks, just like that. We're going to do that on all 4 sides. And then pretty simple, we're going to go ahead and throw some window frames down. We're going to come over here. We're going to place our jump up. We're going to throw a door frame down. That's going to be our ankle biter peak. We're going to throw down a frame and a floor on top, just like that. As you can see, you do that on all sides. We're going to place our floors connected to the base, which makes it harder if someone lands on the roof to shoot us into our shooting floor. And with that, guys, the entire shooting floor is done. This is what it should look like when you guys have everything in it. So we have our turrets, we got our embrasures, we have our ankle biter peak with our single door as well as our garage door. And at the bottom we have our horizontal embrasures. Finally, guys, we're going to get started on our roof. We're going to go ahead and place 3 half walls right there, as well as a floor on top. This is going to give us security while we're peeking down into our open core. So again, 3 half walls, a floor on top. We're going to go ahead and do these for all of the peaks. Just like that. Once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and start building a pancake layer for our open core so that it's a lot harder for them to top down us. Throw some half walls in there just like that. Half walls in the middle as well. And we're going to cover the entire thing in with floors. After this, we're going to go ahead and grab some roofs. We're going to head over here. And you want to make sure that you're placing them on the window frames that you placed previously for the shooting floor and not connected to the roof. I'm going to turn on symmetry, but you guys are going to have to do this on each one of the sides of the base. So again, we're going to place the roofs connected to the windows, and it should look something like that. We're going to hop up here onto our jump ups and place some more roofs so we have higher angles into our compound. We're going to go ahead and place our windmill standings, so 4 frames and a square on top. Once we're done with that, we're going to start construction on the respawn deck. So we're going to go ahead and build our airlock, 2 door frames. We're going to do it on the other side as well. We're going to cover it in with walls. Cover it in with walls. We're going to make our windows on each side, just like that. We're going to throw in 2 more door frames. These are going to be used by the vending machines. We're going to cover the entire thing in just like this. You're going to want to go ahead and cover in your airlocks just like that. And once you're done, the respawn deck is complete. This is something that it should look like from the top. We got our windmills. I threw some turrets down in different spots in the tour just to show you guys that you could put them wherever you want. You're going to want to hop in here, go through our airlock. We got our vending machines. We got a lot of spots for beds. We got our embrasures. We're going to walk around here. We're going to go ahead and open up our garage door, which allows us peeks into our open core. We have our secret boxes back there, just as I said before. And we're going to come up here just to show you guys what it looks like from a top-down angle. With that, guys, the build is done. If you guys like this base, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything that you guys think I should change, also let me know. With that being said, if you all enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and a sub, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace out.